What is your sense of it as far as our PACT committee, Preventing Auto Catalyst Theft? We have made efforts on a federal level and hired a lobbyist, and we have certain we have 6 topics that we're trying to put across,
and they're complicated.
It is complicated, isn't it?
Yeah, and I look, I don't have a black and white answer. I think we're doing good work, but I think we have a lot more sort of, I would call, existential things to think about. First of all, part of what PACT looks at isn't just preventing catalyst theft, like the acronym says. It's looking at legislation on a state-by-state level, because one thing I forgot to mention is that as theft grew, the legislation became a real barrier to a lot of people. I remember waking up one day and there was business coming out of the Pacific Northwest. Washington State changed the law, and all of a sudden these people that we were working with were stopping. Maine issued a law some years back, and I had a gentleman in New Jersey who was doing a lot of collecting in Maine. You need to have an address in Maine. Not just a P.O. box, you need to have bricks and mortar.
Yep.
All this changes. And so I think what PACT is also looking at is what influence can we have on these things, and try to make it more of a federal picture, level the playing field, because it's just, you can't fight 50 battles. And here's the thing, and if it sounds harsh, I'm sorry, but yes, we have to prevent theft, and yes, we have to make the penalties much steeper, and no, they shouldn't be released the afternoon after they get picked up in the morning. Okay, it's ridiculous.
Right.
But these cats have got to get recycled. We have to. If you put in tighter legislation, great. But if you base, some of this legislation will make it impossible to recycle.
You're talking about the 99% of legitimate scrap flow?
Absolutely, absolutely. So that metal has to come back into the value chain, because here we are right now. We're back at that 25% level, right?
25% of
recycled metal in new catalysts, more or less. I mean, certainly no more than 30.
Yeah.
And so I think what the PACT committee is really trying hard to do is work with lobbyists, work with other organizations, whether it be ISRI or ARA, what have you, to try and make sure we don't get legislated out of business, and at the same time protecting the public, protecting these assets of people. It's become a very volatile topic.